We are currently in our fifth uh, video of this season of product managers, analytics, campaigns, and much more. And the part five is the one in which you truly touches your user. Let's begin with the story again. Uh, you are a product manager at a food tech company. Take anyone, Zepto, Zomato, Uber Eats, anything. Let's go through one of the journeys of a user. Let's see that the user installed the app. He orders a pizza, but after ordering the pizza, he doesn't return. 7 days have passed. Now, should we just wait for the user to return, or should we do something from our end so that the user may return? This is where campaigns comes into play, and it's one of the most powerful things that a company does. If you are a B2C company, they are doing it holistically around. So, understanding a campaign. So, what is a campaign? A campaign is just simply a company's way to starting another conversation with the customer. For example, if you want to message your friend, what would you do? You would just say hi. That would initiate a conversation between you and your friend, and you can go on and having a good chat later on. So there are different ways through which these companies initiate this conversation. These conversations does not need you to type anything. It just needs you to click on something, onto something. It can be anything. These conversation may be of various types: post notifications, email, WhatsApp, in-app, uh, web push notification. The goal is always the same: get the user to take another meaningful action. It may be anything, reminding you of a coupon code, reminding you of a feature, making you open the app, making you pay, making you buy. It can be anything. So why do these campaigns exist? Consider the scenario again. A company spends enormous amount of money to acquire a user. For example, uh, in an edtech domain, what I know that it takes around 500 rupees to acquire one customer. And if the customer does some activity on a platform and after which he do not return on the platform, the business is not sustainable. You have already invested some amount of money onto the user, but your user is ain't coming back to your platform. This is why campaign exists. It's bring back the user to your platform, and bringing back is usually much more cheaper as compared to acquiring the new one. Consider this now. If I give you an intro of basically if your user, if we are again into a food tech company, our user ordered biryani yesterday, can be chicken veg. What do we to do today? Because the event has already been passed. We can do a few things. Since we know that Rahul has ordered something yesterday from your application, you can send him push notification saying that your restaurant is having a 20% off. That may remind Rahul to order the food again. If Rahul does not open the app after even our 2 weeks, you can send Rahul email. Instead of asking him to buy something, you will be playing around with him around these things like recommendations, coupons, weekly offers, receipts, newsletters, everything that would make Rahul think of you. WhatsApp. If Rahul adds something into his cart and Rahul does not pay for it, you can send him a WhatsApp message. Boss, buy this item you have already added to your cart. Or if Rahul receives something, you can send him the order confirmation, delivery updates, payment reminders, and a referral campaign based on what kind of thing you are doing. If Rahul opens the app after multiple days or weeks, you won't be bombarding him with something push notifications or email. You will be bombarding him straight to his face, a banner that would be part of in-app campaign. Banner that would be having offer, tutorial, survey, or anything that would make him stick on the platform. And if Rahul basically opens your application onto his WhatsApp, into his web platform and does not haven't installed the app because you have auto tracking that, you can say Rahul, you have added something into your cart is waiting. You need to download the app, or even you can say that you can book it from your own. Suppose your CEO of a company or your uh, GPM says that we need more orders. uh, would you send notification to every user, means to all the user at the same time? No, that's not the case. This is where segmentation comes into play. You will try to understand the users uh, buckets, and based on the bucket you will try to judge through which bucket you should need to target. For example, people who ordered yesterday, don't send a discount, because you know there is a high chance they would be ordering today. So if you send discount to these people, you are basically burning money. People who haven't and been active on the platform 30 days, send them a discount. Maybe. Maybe. If someone has added items in their cart, send them a reminder. Uh, who have opened the app again today, do not send them any part. So here, when I say that we need more orders, we try to understand what kind of people we need to target. Even if you also ask, do we even need to target these category of the users? The campaign that we are talking about becomes a decision problem, not a messaging problem. Understand this, anyone can send a post notification campaigns when he or she knows how to send that. It's no brainer. Even a 10-year-old kid would be able to do that. But judgment is something that you need to understand out here. This is why we learned something called as events in our previous lessons. That's how we know something or someone has added things in his cart. We also did segments. That's how we know what category of users have abandoned their cart. That's how we have funnels. That's how we know that which users have dropped off from which stage of the cycle. And campaign takes into consideration each and every part of this: the events, the segments, the funnel. Campaigns are what happen after all that analysis is done. Analytics tell you what has happened. Campaign tell you what uh, have changed, what happens next, and they truly work in that manner. Over the past few years in B2C companies, I have the privilege to send messages to a ton of users. Uh, if I remember it's correct, that would have sent around a million, more than 2 or 3 million push notice messages to all of our user base uh, across different startups. Also have been able to send them WhatsApp messages, push notifications, pop up in app. Uh, the messaging in the problem. The targeting is, once you identify who to target, how to target, and why to target, becomes one of the key things that you need to do. What tools I have used in these businesses is these Clever Tap, Move Engagement Funnel. I have used Firebase, a bit of Move Engage, a bit of Clever Tap. They do the uh, good thing. So these platform doesn't magically increase the engagement. No, that wasn't the case. They help the company decide which users should receive which message through which channel and at what time. So this is something that is very important out there. And concept before tools. What the business impact of this campaign? They impact a lot. What I have seen that they also improve the retention of the people. Repeat purchases, something that you need to do. Customer lifetime value, revenue, engagement, churn. The campaign is not the game. We need to understand it's the changing behavior of the user. And for a fact, there is a sleek connection between psychology and campaigns. If you see players like Zomato, Swiggy, Instamart, these are Indian players. They play a lot around messaging, and they are up to the point of basically what it looked like out there. Today we did about what these campaigns are. I would also give you a sneak peek of basically how do we do that. Remember, we had a demo account out here, Clevertech. If you see that there's a part, there is a section of campaigns out there. If you create a campaign, it gives you the ability to write what kind of campaign you want to send to the user. Is it post notif, in-app, app inbox, SMS, email, WhatsApp? Remember, we haven't talked about SMS. We generally don't use. I haven't used this much more in the past 2 months, 2 years, but I have used post notice in-app, and we will deep down into each and every segment in the upcoming section, and hopefully we will do that in the upcoming parts.